Hello students, today I'll be teaching you about a topic called sexually transmitted diseases or STDs. Let us begin our study with the definition of STD. Now STDs are defined as those diseases which are primarily transmitted through sexual intercourse and which affect external genitalia or primary sex organs like testes and ovary. But one must also remember that STDs, apart from external genitalia and primary sex organs, are also known to affect many other organs like central nervous system, eye, mouth, and other parts of the body. Now, let us also know that STDs are known by other terms such as venereal diseases and reproductive tract infections. So venereal diseases and reproductive tract infections are the other two terms for STDs. Now, apart from sexual intercourse, STDs are also known to transmit from an infected person to healthy individual by sharing of infected needles, by transfusion of blood from infected person to healthy person, and also from infected mother to her fetus in the womb, and sometimes, like in case of HIV, hepatitis B, these infections can also spread from infected mother to her child by breastfeeding. Now, sharing of garments is also a means of transmission of some of the STDs like scabies. Now, what are the common symptoms that we come across various STDs? These symptoms range from itching, pain in pelvic region, along with swelling in pelvic region, and sometimes these STDs are also associated with discharge of fluid from penis and vagina, which is called fluid discharge. Now let us try to know some common examples of STDs, starting with the most dangerous one, which is HIV. HIV is a viral STD which is caused by human immunodeficiency virus, and this virus kills and reduces the number of helper T cells, thereby weakening the immune system of the patient and making him vulnerable or susceptible to various other infections which are called secondary infections. The next example is of gonorrhea. Gonorrhea is a bacterial STD which is caused by Neisseria gonorrhoeae, and in this STD one can see fluid discharge from penis and vagina. Individuals with gonorrhea also often feel burning sensation during urination and also discomfort or pain during sexual intercourse. The next example is syphilis. Just like gonorrhea, syphilis is also a bacterial STD where the causative organism is Treponema pallidum. Syphilis causes painless sores or ulcers on external genitalia like this, and later there are rashes observed on the body. In the last and tertiary stage, syphilis affects the nervous system of the patient and leads to uncoordinated movement, and it can also affect other organs like eyes and cause blindness. This example of the STD is called genital herpes, which is a viral STD caused by virus human simplex virus. Now this human simplex virus causes blister-like growths on the skin, especially in genital region, on external genitalia as well as on buttocks. Now these blisters are easily confused with pimples or ingrown hairs. Next example of STD is hepatitis B. Now just like HIV, hepatitis B is also a viral STD where the causative organism is Hepatitis B virus. Now the symptoms of hepatitis B vary from loss of appetite to fatigue, muscular pain, joint pain due to inflammation of liver, and this inflammation of liver later converts into liver cancer. Next example is genital warts. Genital wart is also a viral STD caused by Herpes Simplex Virus. Now the symptoms of genital wart appears like cauliflower-like outgrowths on external genitalia in pelvic region. Now this is because of the ability of human papilloma virus to make the skin cells divide uncontrollably and cause cauliflower-like outgrowths on affected region, which is external genitalia. Next example is chlamydiasis. Chlamydiasis is also a bacterial STD, which is due to causative organism Chlamydia trachomatis. The symptoms of this STD vary from painful ejaculation in male to painful sexual intercourse in females. Also, there is penis and vaginal discharge in case of affected individuals. The next STD is Trichomoniasis. Trichomoniasis is a protozoan STD caused by the organism Trichomonas vaginalis. Now, symptoms of trichomoniasis are more common in female and the symptoms are less observed in males. In females, the symptoms vary from inflammation in pelvic region, whitish or greenish yellow discharge from vagina, and also these females experience pain during sexual intercourse. Although treatment is available for most of these STDs, there are three particular STDs for which the treatment is yet to be discovered. These three STDs are hepatitis B, genital herpes, and HIV infection. Other than these three STDs, treatment is available for all other different STDs. Now, what are the complications that one can observe if these STDs are not treated on time? So, these complications are PID or pelvic inflammatory disorders, which are observed in females. STDs, if not treated, can also cause abortions, and they are also one of the reasons for infertility in both male as well as the females. They can also lead to stillbirth. Now, stillbirth is delivery of a dead child after 20 weeks of gestation. They can also cause ectopic pregnancy, which is implantation of blastocyst in region other than uterus like fallopian tube. Now, some STD causing organisms are also known to cause cancer like hepatitis B. Hepatitis B is known to cause cancer of liver, whereas human papilloma virus is known to cause cancer of reproductive tract in female. Now, although there are enough symptoms to know whether an individual is affected by an STD or not, and if these STDs are not treated on time, they can lead to a lot of complications, which I have told you in the previous slide. But still, some people don't get these STDs treated on time and end up with the complications. Now, what is it that prevents an individual from visiting a physician and get timely treatment for these STDs? So, these reasons are, the first reason being, most of the STDs are asymptomatic in early stage. That is, an individual fails to know whether he is really affected by an STD. The second reason being the social stigma attached with the STD. That is, since the primary mode of transmission of STDs is by sexual contact, the people and society in general believe that those who are of bad habits and indulge in practices like premarital sex or sex with multiple partners, they are the only ones who get these STDs. So nobody would like to reveal that they have an STD, not even to a doctor, and this is how they end up hiding the STD to themselves and end up with the complications associated with the STDs. The third reason being, many believe that STDs are not treatable. So even if they see or experience some of these symptoms of STDs, because of their wrong belief that STDs are not completely treatable, they don't approach a doctor and seek a treatment. The fact being that STDs are completely treatable except three STDs like HIV, hepatitis B, and genital herpes. It is found that individuals in the age group of 15 to 24 are more vulnerable to STDs, who are mainly youths, and this is because they have just entered the reproductive phase of their life, and due to high level of hormones like testosterone in male and estrogen in female, and also due to curiosity associated with youngsters in a reproductive age, these individuals end up being more vulnerable to STDs. Now there is a saying that a stitch in time saves nine. So although there is a treatment available for most of the STDs, it is suggested to stay away from STDs or to prevent them in the first case. Now there are three principles which can help you stay away from STDs or prevent STDs. The first one being avoiding multiple sexual partners or unknown partners for sexual intercourse. So monogamy is a safe practice which can keep you away from STDs. The second principle being using devices called condoms. Now, like I told you, condoms are the only devices which have a dual benefit of both preventing unwanted pregnancy as well as stopping transmission of STDs from infected individual to uninfected partner. The third principle being early detection. That is, whenever you see some of these symptoms which I have just told you about STDs, one must consult a doctor immediately and get proper treatment. So early detection is known to completely cure most of the STDs. Thank you.